So explicit method, that is Smith method, I have already told on the last turn that you have to use your central difference approximation for del T u by del x square and forward one for your del u by del t. If you use the backward one for del u by del t, this is another method. Let me tell you here itself briefly. That will be your Lassonen method. And if we use the central difference, if we use central difference approximations, but in a different fashion, that I will tell. So you will get the Crank-Nicolson method, and if you use your central difference with average of one uij, you will get a Dufert-Frankel method. So very little differences are there by which you can see that you can get the different methods. So explicit method I have already told. Why it is explicit? It was very obvious that uij plus 1 can be calculated by the other previous values. So this was already done on the last turn. I have given this problem also. I hope you must have done that. Okay, the Crank-Nicolson. You just try to understand that what is done here. There are certain approximations which we have already done earlier also. I am just revising that. Central difference approximation for y prime, you know that it is written as y of x plus h minus y of x minus h divided by 2h, and then capital order h square error terms are there. And now this is with the step size h. Suppose we take with the step size h by 2. So how it will look like? It will look like this, that y prime x equal to y of x plus h by 2 minus y of x minus h by 2. Instead of 2h, it will become h, and then plus capital order h square is there. Is that right? Do you understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next is your, we'll write just, this is also we have used while talking about the Euler-Cauchy method just before Runge-Kutta method. Y of x plus h by 2 can be written as the average of x plus y of x plus h and y of x. So y of x plus h by 2, just write down the Taylor expansion. So this is yx plus h by 2, y prime x plus capital order h square, and this equals yx, and then you write down this h y prime using your forward one. So it is your 1 by 2 will be out. H y prime, if you see yx plus h minus yx plus, you get that yx plus h equal to yx plus your h y prime x plus so on. So yx plus h minus yx can be written as hy prime. So this is your 1 by 2 of yx plus h minus yx and plus capital order h square. So this is your 1 by 2 of y of x plus h, and then plus y of x minus y of x. Half of y of x gets cancelled out here with half, so plus half will be there. So that is the reason that you get the average of this y of x plus h plus y of x. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Okay. Now this is the problem, that del T u by del x square equal to 0 by k del T u by del t. So instead of taking at xi tj, everything is same, that we have the subdivision of your x direction, t direction, and then your I mean, suppose in the x direction, the step size is your delta x, t direction, the step size is your delta t, your domain is there. It is subdivided in that way, so that mesh is there, mesh points are there, xi, tj. So instead of at xi, tj, I will take this as xi tj plus 1 by 2, means tj plus delta t by 2. So both the sides it will be satisfied at xi tj plus delta t by 2. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we'll use the central difference approximation for first we'll use the average of this. So average we'll write as this will be your 1 by 2 of del to u by del x square xi tj plus 1. See, xi y of x plus h by 2 is your 1 by 2 of y of x plus h, and then average of these two. Meaning by that you have added plus h by 2 and subtracted h by 2, average of those two. So here you see del to u by del x square. So this is at xi tj plus half. So this will be written as xi tj plus 1 and then xi tj, the average of these two. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Okay. On the other side, we'll use the central difference approximation with your delta t by 2. That I will use in the next system. So here I have put as it is. Now, we'll use the central difference approximation for del u by del x square at xi tj plus 1 as well as, yes, and plus your del u by del x square xi tj. For both, we'll use the central difference approximation. And then here we'll use the central difference approximation with delta t by 2 as is spacing. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now after that things are very simple. You will get a formula. So we are using the central difference for del u by del x square at xi tj plus 1. So here it is written as follows: ui and then j plus 1 means uij, this superscript is j and subscript is your I, meaning by that subscript corresponds to your x part and superscript corresponds to your t part. Is that right? Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Then this can be written as your uj plus 1 will be fixed because it is del to u by del x square with respect to x. So this is your ui plus 1, ui minus 2 ui and plus ui minus 1 with your j plus 1 everywhere fixed. Is this clear? Divided by delta x square. So we have used the central difference approximation for del to u by del x square xi tj plus 1. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll use the central difference approximation for del t by del x square at xi tj. So j is fixed now. So this will be ui plus 1 j minus 2 ui j plus ui minus 1 j divided by delta x square. So this equals your 0 by k, and we have used the central difference approximation for del 2 u by del t. This is with respect to t with delta t by 2. So this will be xi. So ui it will be there, j plus half, so plus half, that will be j plus 1. So ui j plus 1 minus ui j plus half minus half. So that will be your j. So it is your uij plus 1 minus uij j divided by, instead of 2 delta t, since the spacing is delta t by 2, so it will be delta t. Is this clear? Is this point
Yes,
clear?
sir. Yes.
Okay. Then after that nothing is left. After that we take r as k delta t by c 0 delta x square. This is called your mesh ratio. Simplify that. Write everything on one side, so simplify that. Then finally if we take this r as this, then we'll get the following formula: minus r ui j plus 1 plus 2 plus 2r ui j plus 1 minus r ui plus 1 j plus 1. Whether in this slide it is j plus 1, I plus 1 or j I minus 1?
I plus 1.
I plus 1, then it's fine. Minus r ui plus 1 j plus 1 equals your r times. So on the left hand side, if you see, everything as is at j, and on the right hand side everything is left hand side everything is at j plus 1, right? So if you know the values at the previous delta, t value, then, and for all i's obviously, then you can proceed further. But here it is I minus 1, I and I plus 1. So this is an implicit method. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another thing is that this method is basically your stable for any value of r. But still, the small value of r are more recursive. The convergence part is true once r is strictly less than 1 by 2. That convergence theorem is not in your course, so I'm not going to do that, even though the proof is done in this slide. But it is not required at this moment because it is now not in your course. Earlier, I used to teach that. So this is the advantage, that it is stable for all values of r. It is stable for all values of r. On the last one, if you remember, I have told that some of the variables, while solving, if it falls in such a way that it is at delta t equal to 0 and x equal to also 0. I mean x equal to 0 and t also equal to 0. Do you remember that? So at x equal to 0, it will be a boundary value problem, but at t equal to 0, it will be initial value problem. So which value you have to take, initial value or the boundary value? That confusion comes in the picture. For the last problem, it was the same one. The at 0, both are safe. Either it is a boundary condition or it is a, but in this case, we'll see it is not so. So I've already told on the last one itself, we'll take the average of the two, means average of the initial condition and the boundary condition at that point. So I will explain that once it comes in the picture. So let us take one problem is given here, that is your del 2 u by del x square 1 by d del u by del t, and then initial conditions is given at ux0 is 2, boundary condition is given as u0t equal to 0, u20t equal to 10. You see 20 is also one boundary and 0 is also one boundary at x equal to 0. So both are boundary conditions. And you see one value is 10, another value is 0, and while the initial condition for all one, it is 2, whatever the x may be. So let us see the problem, let us see the scheme. The scheme I have written there, that your it is given that you have to take d into delta t by delta x square. The d value is given equal to 1. Now if we take delta x as 4, then delta x 4 means what? 0 to 20, so 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. So this is one boundary x naught. Then internal points are x1, x2, x3, x4, and then x5 is the another boundary for x part.
Like, why did we particularly choose d delta by delta x square equal to 1? Like, we can
No,
choose
it is
anything.
given. No, we don't choose. It is
Oh,
given.
okay, okay.
It is given. We have chosen only the subdivision. The delta x is 4.
Okay, sir.
Accordingly, your delta t will be immediately decided, because this relation is given, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. So now the scheme is as follows. In this case, it will be your minus ui minus 1 j plus 1 plus 4 ui j plus 1 minus ui plus 1 j plus 1 equal to ui minus 1 j on the right hand side, and ui plus 1 j. Right now, first we choose j equal to 0 and then I equal to 1. I equal to 1 means we'll get I here u0. So u0 is 0. So u0 basically 1. So u0 1, but u0 is itself is 0. whatever the value of t may be. So this will always be 0 minus 0 plus 4u1 minus u2 equal to, on the other side, we have taken I equal to 1 means u0, j equal to 0. So it is 0, 0, u0 and then your u0, 0. Write down there, write down on your register, u0, 0. What is u0? So this is what? This is your u at the point x equal to 0 and t equal to 0. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, at x equal to 0, it's a boundary condition. So it is, the value is 0. Right? Value is 0. And then if you see the u x0 means at t equal to 0 for all x, does not matter whether it is x equal to 0 or x equal to 20, right? Or maybe any other point. So it is a 2. So we'll take 0 plus
Plus
2
2 by 2.
divided by 2, average.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is your 1. Is that right? Here it is written 2. Here it is written 0. This is also true. In some books, you will find that only boundary condition is taken. But since in another section it is followed this way, that it is taken as average, as Professor Murthy uses that. So it is better to use the same one. Otherwise, there will be a bit of difference in your solution, especially during the exam. I have already told on the last turn that either you take this as in some books you will find it's a boundary condition taken there. In some books you will find that the average is taken, and so on and so forth. So since in the other section Professor Murthy uses that 0, taking the average of that, so it is better to take this. Here it will be 1 instead of 0. Make this correction. Write down this whole equation. Write down this. Take your register. Take your register. Otherwise, you will do the mistake. Have you taken the register?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
write down this scheme first. That minus ui minus 1 j plus 1 plus 4 ui j plus 1 minus ui plus 1 j plus 1 equal to ui minus 1 j plus ui plus 1 j. Have you written that?
Yes, sir.
Now put j equal to 0. Write down for j equal to 0 and then I equal to 1. For j equal to 0, we'll run the I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 it will go. Fifth one is the boundary one. Right? So for I equal to 1, we'll get minus either you write u of your 0 and 1. You may write minus u0 and then 1 and then put that to 0 plus 4u1 minus u2. I haven't written j plus 1 here in this slide. Did you see this?
Yes, sir.
It is not written j plus 1. Right? There is a reason behind. There is a reason behind that. At a particular j plus 1 is not at all required. Why? If you write the program, once you solve these 4 equations, you will move to the next stage, that is for j equal to 1. And then again for all the 4 equations, j equal to 1 is fixed. So for that particular set of 4 equations, it has, I mean, the j is not changing. J is not changing at all. So while writing the program, unnecessary one more subscript is not required. So you may work with the single subscript variables. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
right? So that's the reason it is written. It is not at all required basically at a particular stage. So for j equal to this, you get minus 4u1 minus u2, and here you put, instead of 0, put 1. Or you first write down this value will be your u00
Yes, sir.
plus u20. That is your initial condition,
Yes, sir.
right? So initial condition is fixed, that is 2. But this is, since it is coming as u00, so this will be taken as average of the 2, means 0 plus 2 divided by 2.
Yes, sir.
So now it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Or anybody has any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Then move to the next problem. There is no trouble at all because it is on the left hand side. It will be I equal to 2. So this is 1, 0. So this is always for j equal to 0. All these will be 2. These other two will be 2. And then we'll talk about the last one later on. And then on this one, this is your I plus 1. I plus 1 means for I equal to 2, it will be 3, and then again j equal to 0. J equal to 0 means again again it is your initial condition. So this will be also 2. This will be also 2. Now the last one we'll see. When I equal to 4. I equal to 4 means this side there is no trouble. This will be I equal to 4 means, but it is 1, so there is no trouble. I equal to 4 means your u5, and then 1. u5 means the other boundary condition for all t, it is your 10. So that's the reason 10 is written here. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? On the right hand side, I equal to 4 means this will be u3j, u30. 3 is not the boundary condition, boundary point. It is your 5 is the boundary point for x part. So this will be j, for j equal to 0, it will be your initial condition. So 2 is fine here. 2 at this stage is fine. The next part is your u5 and 0. But 5 is another boundary. You see, x5 is the another boundary. So this is boundary also, and for j equal to 0, it is initial condition also. Right? So it is your basically u50, which is boundary as well as initial point, both. Again, we'll take the average of 2. So 10 plus 2 is 12, and then average will be 6. So instead of 10, here it will be 6. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now you solve it. This is so here this has to be modified. This is written according to this one. So it will be your 1, and then here it will be 6 plus 2, 8. Instead of 22, it will be 8. No, 8 plus 10, 18. It will be 18. This 10 is also taken on the other side. So it is a tri-diagonal system. You can use your LU decomposition. You can use your Gauss elimination, that is your Thomas algorithm, anything of that. And then at this stage, what will happen? You will get the values for j equal to 1. Means all the values at delta t, means t naught plus delta t is available at this stage. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, you will next you will take j for j equal to 1. Right? For j equal to 1, it will be minus ui minus 1, 2 plus 4 ui2 minus ui plus 1, 2 equal to ui minus 1, 1, ui plus 1, 1. So ui minus 1, 1 is also available. Ui plus 1 is also, ui plus 1, 1 is also available. Is that right? Because at t plus 1, at delta t, everything is available for all xi's once you solve at this stage. Is that right? Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Louder, I am not able to hear.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Vardhan?
Yes, sir.
So is this clear or not?
Yeah, sir, I got disconnected in between. I'm just checking.
Okay. Check in quickly. I will explain once more. Because this is the only point you have to understand. So you got connected?
Yes, sir. Like we did not consider J there because we have fixed J equal to 0.
Pardon me?
Like we did not write J plus 1, etc. because we fixed J equal to 0, or is there any other reason?
For this stage, okay. So at that stage, your connection was not
Yes.
good, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I will explain from there, don't worry. So,
Okay.
so that part is clear that for any fixed J, you will get these 4 equations. So you need not to write J,
Yes, sir.
right? Only keep in mind that for what J you are moving, you are doing the things. So for J equal to 0, we are doing the things. So we'll get for U11, U21. So these are the variables which we have to get U21, U31, U31, U41. So basically U11, U21, U31, U411, 41 value you will get here once you solve it. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Vardhan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I totally.
Okay. Then if you see the right hand side for I equal to 1, j equal to 0, it will be 0, 0, u 0, 0,
That is 0. Yes, sir.
right? But that is not 0. This is your initial condition because j is 0, that is your delta t is 0, I is also 0, means it is the boundary condition also. So which value you have to take? Initial condition is your 2, boundary condition is your 0 at that point.
Yes, sir.
So then we'll take the average of these two. So it will be 0 plus 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So this has to be replaced by 1.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Write down this correction, otherwise you'll forget that.
Yes, sir.
The next one is U1 0, means delta t is 0, initial condition. Initial condition for every x is 2. It does not depend on x, whatever is given. Means here it will be 2. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then after that, if you see the for I equal to 2, it will be your 1 and 0. 0 means it is the initial condition. So again it is 2. The second variable is I plus 1 means it is 3, 0. Again the initial condition. So 2. So both these also, all these 4 variables, 1, 2, 3, 4, they are all will be 2. Now
Okay.
we'll move to the I equal to 4. That is a crucial one. So I equal to 4 means it will be here 3, U3 1 plus 4, U3 U4 1 minus U5 1.
Yes, sir.
But 5 means x5. x5 means it is the another boundary condition. That is your 10.
Yes, sir.
But j is 0 on the left hand side if you see. So it will be your, if you see the second variable, ui plus 1j. So for I equal to 4, it will be u50. Right?
Yes, sir.
u5 is boundary condition and j equal to 0 is the initial condition. So it is the both variables.
So we should take average.
Average of that. So that it will be your 10 plus your 2. That is your average is 6. So instead of 10, here it will be 6.
Okay, sir. Yes.
So make this correction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you will get a tridiagonal system of this type. Right hand side are changed now. Here on top, first one on the right hand side it will be 1. The last one will be 18. 10, 6 plus 2 8 plus 10 18. Right. So make this correction.
Okay, sir. What?
In the vector b on the right hand side, a u equal to b on the right hand side. The first component is 1. The last component is your 18. instead of 22. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now you solve this system. You will get the values u1, 2, and 2, 3, and 4. Means you will get u11, u21, u31, u41. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go to the next stage. That is for j equal to 1. Right? For j equal to 1, okay, here it is not written. I will explain you. For j equal to 1, write down. I will dictate that. At least one more step you write down. For j equal to 1, it will be minus. Everywhere j is 1 means it is 2 on the left hand side and 1 on the right hand side for j. Is that right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And then you run I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3, I equal to 4. Again you will get 4 equations. Solve those 4 equations for 4 variables u1, u2, u3, u4. You will get the new values of u1, u2, u3, u4. And that is at u12, u22, u32 and u42 at delta t equal to t naught plus 2 times delta t. Is that right? Vardhan?
So please explain once.
Yes, sir. Can you just repeat? Your voice was
Okay,
breaking.
you write down. You write down for this equation. You first write down this equation minus ui minus 1 j plus 1. Take a register. Write down ui minus 1 j plus 1 plus 4 ui j plus 1 minus ui plus 1 j plus 1 equal to ui minus 1 j plus ui plus 1 j. You write down this equation first.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Right, then you take j equal to 1 and first you put j equal to 1.
Okay, sir.
Then you write for I equal to 1. Write down that equation in variable form. Don't put any value.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I equal to 1 means what? u0.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
u0 means what? It is u02 2 basically. But u0 means what?
0.
Boundary condition.
Hmm.
u0 means it's a boundary condition. The first boundary condition. That is your 0. Right? So it is minus 0. Again. Then
Plus 4
4
u
U1.
for u1
2. I mean j is
2,
2.
but you need not to write 2, keeping in mind that it is running for j equal to 1, means u2 values will be ui2 values will be available to you after solving this, right? It is up to you whether you want to write that j plus 1 or not, does not matter at all. But for programming part, it is not required actually. Okay, so this will be your I equal to 1 and j equal to your 1, so it is u12, right, minus u22 equal to, on the right hand side it will be u01. u0 means
Again 0.
boundary condition. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
It is a boundary condition at the first end. And then this will be your u2 1. That value you have already calculated at the previous stage, which is written here also.
Okay,
So
sir.
at this stage you have got that value. So you put that value here. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
First
Yes, sir.
equation is clear? First equation is clear?
Yes.
Write down the second equation.
Yes.
For I equal to 2. I equal to 2, it will be your minus u1 plus 4u2 minus u3 all these variables you have already got at previous stage. You have to calculate. You have to calculate all these values. Nothing is known to you. This is at j equal to 1 means at 2 means it will be, for example, 2 2 1 2, sorry, 2 2 3 2 and then 1 2. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And then on the right hand side, I equal to 2 means it is 1, u1 and 1. But that you have calculated at previous stage. So that value is available to you.
Yes, sir.
And next one is, if this is your I equal to 1, it will be your
U21.
A21. Right? This is also you have calculated at previous stage. So
Yes,
this
sir.
way you can move forward. Again, you will get four equations. For I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3, I equal to 4. And wherever you face the trouble that it is boundary condition and initial condition both at the same variable, then you have to take the average of the two if both are not matching. If they are matching, still the average will be same. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So is this clear how to solve this system?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So at every delta t means for t equal to t1, first you solve, then t equal to t2, then t equal to t3. So all the values for t equal to t1, all for delta x, those subdivisions, discrete values will be available. So at every stage, you will be calculating four variables. That is u1, u2, u3, u4 for that particular fixed j. Whether j is 1, j is 2, j is 3, j is 4, and so on and so forth. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So shall I move further for the next method?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So this table is not correct. It is calculated through uh, what I have
Without
said
taking the
earlier, that
average.
once it is
Liquid.
taken as the boundary condition only, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
I have you have to do yourself. That is once the average is taken. Both the methods are correct. The only thing is that since the another section average is used, so it is better to use the same one for you also, so that there should not be any, especially for this online exam, there should not be, because the answers will be according to only one. So you follow only average part. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. No, this has to be clear, otherwise you may get confused and then things will be in a reverse direction. Okay, so this next method I have already told you that the for the right hand side part we'll use the backward one. That's all, nothing else is changed. So for del to u by del x square, the central scheme is used. For del u by del t, the backward scheme is used. So this is ui plus 1j minus ui j plus ui minus 1j divided by delta x square equal to 0 by k. And then since you are using the backward, so uij minus uij minus 1 divided by delta t. Is that right? For t part, it is backward word is used, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, you get the implicit scheme by writing r equal to k delta t by 0, that is mesh ratio delta x square, right? The scheme you will get will be of the following form here: minus r ui minus 1 j plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 r ui j plus 1 minus r ui plus 1 j plus 1 equal to ui j. You will get this one, previous one, at j, but j is basically you will get minus r ui minus 1 j plus 1 plus 2 r ui j minus r ui plus 1 j equal to ui j minus 1. So it is at j. So since every time we write that from the OD itself, that yj plus 1 in terms of yj's and so on and so forth. So keeping that in mind, I have just enhance the indices. Instead of j, it is moved to j plus 1. So it is your minus r ui minus 1 j plus 1. Same thing, but the only thing, j is moved to j plus 1. So accordingly, here it will be j. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any query? Anything you
No.
are asking?
No, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay. Then again you get the implicit scheme. You have to do exactly like the previous method, that is your Crank-Nicolson method. And this method is called Lassonen method. This method is called Lassonen method. Spelling is written. Don't worry. Lassonen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next method is your Dufort-Frankel method. There is one more thing which I'd like to tell you. There is this problem is given. This is taken from the Iyengar book. The version which I had, it is taken from the page number 21, and maybe one or two method may not be included there, but I have asked you to solve this for all the methods. For all the methods, you solve this problem. Means Smith method, Lassonen method, Crank-Nicolson method, and Dufort-Frankel method. All the methods are written here, right? And the book is not the same one. Author is same, but it is separated one a bit thin book, not very thick one, like your Iyengar numerical solution for differential equations Iyengar book. The same author, everything is same. It is separated part of that, so it is your differential equation on partial differential equations. So that you can see, it is available in the market. I don't know online it is available or not. I haven't seen. None of your friends earlier has reported me of that kind. Anyway, so next we'll move to the Dufort-Frankel method. Shall I move?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll use the one very simple thing. You have already done that while writing the central difference scheme. Yx plus expansion I have written, yx minus h expansion I have written. I have added the two, so it will be yx plus h plus yx minus h. On the right hand side, you will get 2yx plus this hy prime, this term will go off, and you'll get 2h square by 2 factorial y double prime x, right? I'm considering only up to this. So this we may write as yx plus h plus yx minus h divided by 2 equal to yx plus capital order h square. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, means that we can write yx as the average of these two values. One value is taken one step size ahead, plus the another value is taken one step size backward, right? So we may write yx as the average of yx plus h and yx minus h, right? We'll use this fact. Okay?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I'm writing the scheme. I will use the central difference approximation for del u by del x square. So that will be ui minus 1j minus 2uij plus ui plus 1j divided by delta x square. On this side, again the central difference approximation is used for j part. So this will be ui j plus 1 minus ui j minus 1 divided by 2 delta t, right? Both sides central difference.
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Now, you see here this uij is there. Minus 2uij, right? This will be replaced by the average of these two types of values, right? So that is the only extra thing is done here. We'll see the next stage. So your uij, which I have told to you, uij, 2uij, this you can write as 2uij as uij plus 1 plus uij minus 1 from here directly. Did you see that? Fixing I and then moving j. So
Yes, sir.
j can be written as either you write half or you write 2 times ui, whichever way you feel, right? So 2 times uij can be replaced by uij plus 1 plus uij minus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Your Dufort-Frankel method is ready. Whatever you get, that will be your Dufort-Frankel method. So you rewrite it. Take that R as delta T by delta X square here, only this part. So this is your mesh ratio, and then rewrite it. The whole equation, it turns out to be 1 plus 2R, uij plus 1 minus 2R, uij minus 1 minus 2R, ui plus 1 j minus 2R, ui minus 1 j equal to 0. Now here is a trouble. If you take j equal to 0, you cannot take because j minus 1 is there,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
So you
sir.
have to start from j equal to 1. Once you start for j equal to 1, it will be at t 2 ui2 minus ui 0 minus ui plus 1 1. So you require 0, you require the values at 1 j equal to 1 also. This value also j equal to 1 is required. Only then the value at j equal to 2 can be calculated. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So ui2 is written as in terms of ui0, ui plus 1 1 and ui minus 1 1, right? So you require at j equal to 0 value, you require at j equal to 1, 2 values you require. Then you can calculate for j equal to 2, right? So at j equals to 0 means it is your initial condition that is given. But j equal to 1 you require. You cannot, this is not given. So you have to use another method to calculate this ui once. Did you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Did you get my point?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So this here will use any one of those earlier method, maybe explicit method, maybe your Lassonien method or any method, right? Since only one variable is required, so basically we may go for explicit method because it is easy to calculate ui once, right? Other methods are implicit methods. Either it is Lassonien method or Crank-Nicolson method. Only one set of values for I it is required. So you have to calculate ui once, and then this Dufort-Frankel method can work, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you have to next problem. This I have told you that you have to solve this problem. All the methods, using all the methods, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. I will stop at this stage. More than enough methods are told. How many methods? Your Crank-Nicolson,
4.
Lassonien, and
Hassan,
then your
I can't even remember the name.
pardon me,
Some Franken method.
Dufort-Frankel
Dufort
method.
Franken, yes, sir.
Different. So three methods are told. One problem at least you have to do. One another problem was done in your I think Crank-Nicolson method, right?
Yes, sir.
So you do that, and your Holi is there. So happy Holi to all of you. Enjoy
Happy
your
Holi.
Holi. After Holi, you do this. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because next, yes, sir. Anything
So I have doubt regarding delta x.
regarding?
Sir, we choose delta x or it's given in the question, or we
Pardon
have
me?
to choose as per the
No,
convenience.
I'm not getting your point. You are talking about
Sir, for
what
delta
today's
x,
class? Wait. You are talking about today's class or anything else?
today's class. So in today's class, we solved a question.
Uh-huh.
So in that, we have took delta x to be 4.
Delta x has to be?
So
Sir, like in today,
delta x we choose, or
sir, in the
it's
class
given in
we
the
have,
question. I'm asking.
Your voice is not very clear. Let
sir,
me.
like in the class today, for this method, for the first method, we have solved a question where you
Yeah.
told us to take the average of initial and boundary value problem. There we
Okay.
have taken delta x to be 4. So
No,
I guess,
it is chosen from our side. Delta
okay,
you can change that, but the number of equations will increase. Since with delta x equal to 4, if you remember, there are 4 equations coming in the picture.
sir.
है So if you want to do by hand to understand the demonstration of the whole how the problem runs, that will be a little bit lengthy. If I move the delta x is less than 4, let us that 2 or something of that kind. So it will be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then up to 20 you have to go.
Yes, sir, yes.
So what is the query that I could not
So, like,
understand?
I guess she was asking, can we choose the delta x or is it given in the question?
No, it has to be, for the exam it will be given, but you can choose on your own, but you cannot go beyond 4 by 4 system of equations. That will be too late. If you are
Yes,
doing the program, if you are working, if you have written the program, then it's fine. But before writing the program, you have to do at least one problem yourself so that you can understand that which step comes first and the next step and the next step to write a flow chart, and then you write a program.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Got it.
It's clear? Any other query?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other query?
Sir,
No, sir.
about the assignments, so
Uh-huh.
like when we have to submit and where we have to submit.
I will tell that is not, I will tell, I'm also thinking I have to contact those TA people. Because nowadays nobody is with us, everybody is, everything has to be done online. So some of the research scholars came here. Let me see whether, anyway, I will contact them online and ask them to create a mail filter so that all, once you submit, it goes to that particular mail part or the another mail, so that I will ask them to send a mail to you, or they can send to me, and then I can forward to you people, and then it has to be submitted there, right? Some more assignments will come, don't worry. Meanwhile, I will, but definitely after Holi, I will ask you to submit. So prepare it, complete that if it is not completed.
Yes, sir, gave a like a good amount of bracket for like I have done in rough, so I have to do all the assignments again in fair, and
You
we
should
have to
have
submit.
done, no, you should have done directly on the phrase. Otherwise, you have to do it again and again.
Yes, sir. Like, okay, sir.
It's good that you are doing again and again, but that will take more time because the problems are lengthy. These problems are not the 1 page problem, 2-3 pages problem.
Yes, sir.
Most of the problems are like that. Heavy, especially for PD part, the heavy calculations are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if something is quite dirty that page, then it is better to, since I cannot ask you to prepare a register and submit it, because having since it has to be submitted online, so you may write on the separate sheet, and then you can make a PDF file and then submit it. So if that page is became dirty, then you can remove that page. You do it on a fresh page. Is that right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So you can, that way you can save your time. Okay then. Once again, happy Holi to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Happy Holi, sir.
Thank
sir,
you. Thank you.
sir, there's a request. Sir, could
Sir
hello.
left.
Sir left, I think.
Sir left
You are
Adrijit.
late.
Wow.
You are late, CR.
क्या request थी वैसे?
हाँ
सब
अरे यार
बता दे
बताना
तुमको.
कि टेस्ट का मार्क्स मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करे. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास बताएंगे.
Same.
1 + 1.
मल्टीप्लाई करके
आज
तो
नंबर बताने से सुने ले रहे
चल भाई यहाँ मीट मत कर यार, बंद
हाँ
कर.
वही ना. आज रात मीट में डिस्कस करेंगे. चलो बाय बाय.
Bye bye. Happy Holi.
हैप्पी होली.
हैप्पी होली. सो जाओ जाके.
Go get some good food.